Hey there, all you cool, epic, and awesome fans, followers, and listeners. Welcome to episode 85 of the Cool, Epic, Awesome podcast. My name is Matt, and I'll be your co-host today.
And our other co-host, Joe.
And on today's episode, first of all, Merry Christmas, everyone. Today's the 26th.
Merry Christmas, happy holidays.
We just, happy Kwanzaa, happy Hanukkah, whatever you got going on. But it's 26 today. Joe and I just celebrated Christmas, so we're in the Christmas spirit right now. We got our little Santa hats on, and I know you guys know I moved into my apartment recently. I left all my podcast equipment there, so got a strange little setup going. My old Yeti, my old mic I got, so hopefully it doesn't sound too bad. But yeah, that's why I'm in a strange dark room right now. I'm in my old bedroom. But yeah, we actually are today going to talk about Avatar: Fire and Ash, which we both got to see in 3D. Very good. Had a lot of fun with that.
Yeah.
Marty Supreme, which is, Marty Supreme Christmas Day, of course. It's a Christmas movie, pretty much. And then I recommended It's a Wonderful Life. That's the name of it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I recommended that movie. I was getting confused with the movie Life is Beautiful for a second, which also a great movie. But yeah, I recommended that last episode because that's like one of the Christmas classics I hadn't seen. So yeah. I guess we're also going to be, before we get into it, we're going to be doing a couple movie news things and top 10 Christmas movies. But yeah, I guess, I don't know, Joe, anything else you want to add to that?
We also watched Knives Out as well, but not like, I feel like these other movies are kind of more important in my opinion.
Yeah, I wasn't a fan of Knives Out.
The new one. That was good,
but let me see, hold on. Let me pull up this Avatar: Fire and Ash.
I have it up. You want me to just read it?
Oh, yeah. Why don't you read it? Go ahead.
Yeah. All right. So, Avatar: Fire and Ash. The world of Pandora will change forever. In the wake of the devastating war against the RDA and the loss of their eldest son, Jake Sully and Neytiri face a new threat on Pandora. The Ash people, a violent and power-hungry Na'vi tribe led by the ruthless Varang. Jake's family must fight for their survival and the future of Pandora in a conflict that pushes them to their emotional and physical limits. So, everybody I know, when these movies come out, it's like, oh, who's going to see this? You can never doubt James Cameron. And as soon as this started, I was pulled right back into it. Like, I know the second one, it does more of like a setup because we haven't seen Pandora in like over a decade. This felt like a lot more like it starts right where the second one left off. And I really enjoyed it. If you like Way of Water, you will like this, in my opinion. It's kind of the similar, like, anti-colonial vibes and like, big battles, but like, that's what we're there for. I know people have gripes with like some of the writing and, I was like, oh, it's kind of the same thing, but these are really good. Like, I really do enjoy them. And the addition of Varang, I think, was fantastic. I believe the actor's name is something Chaplin, right?
Una Chaplin.
Oh, Una Chaplin. And she was fantastic, in my opinion. Like, it was really cool to see them kind of fight somebody that wasn't Quaritch, that add like a different type of villain to the mix. And the Ash people are like insane. They're like I feel like violent and power hungry does not describe them. Like, they're like a death cult. They're like fucking insane.
Yeah,
like,
they turn their backs to Awa.
Yeah.
So they're just like brutal as fuck. And that's something that my girlfriend was saying after, is like, they're kind of scary. Like, this would be scary for kids. Like, these people, the way that Varang acts and like how they like scalp other Na'vi. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
And
they there's that scene in the beginning with the kamikaze Ash.
Yeah, dude.
I guess Ash Na'vi. He just lights himself on fire and flies into like the blimp. I thought that was so funny, but it's a good way of showing excuse me, how kind of ruthless they really are. And there's also the scene of them where they have like, they're going to sacrifice Spider and all those people, and they're just dancing around the fire, like cutting each other and stuff. It's just like so nuts. But yeah, I did enjoy it. I feel like in this, Spider is definitely more of the lead than any other character, I feel. And he's very central to the plot. I don't know if you want to explain why.
I mean, I feel like him and Loak, who's the main. He's the youngest son of Jake. They're kind of the leads
Yeah.
because Loak he's the narrator of the movie. He kind of has this journey that he goes on. But yeah, the reason why Spider is so big in this movie is because he's the first human that's able to live on Pandora without needing help breathing. He can naturally breathe in the Pandora air, thanks to a miracle basically being performed by Kiri.
Yeah.
And that is like a big element of the plot because it's like if humans are able to figure out how to breathe on Pandora, there's going to be nothing limiting them from coming there at all.
Yeah.
Because now it's like they can't really be out in the open. They have to either be in helicopters or like be wearing their face masks and everything. So it leads to pretty morally challenging circumstances where you see like Jake and Neytiri have to make difficult decisions regarding what to do with Spider, which we could get to in a little bit. But
Yeah.
yeah, I think this is like a hard movie to tackle. I think just to start, I would say that you definitely, while it's out, go see it in a theater, go watch it in 3D if possible.
In
I
IMAX, if you
yeah,
guys
in
have IMAX
IMAX if
screens.
possible. I might go back and see it because I had gotten my tickets to see it at the AMC Lincoln IMAX, which is like the biggest screen in America, in 3D. But then I ended up getting tickets for like an early screening of it that I thought was in that theater, but I went there and it was in like the Dolby at Lincoln. So it was in 3D, but it wasn't the huge screen. But I ended up getting to see it like 3 or 4 days early. So I was like, fuck it. But yeah, I might try to go see it in that IMAX. Just like this 3D and how James Cameron uses this technology is unlike anything coming out
Yeah.
now. And I don't really see movies in 3D. I saw Deadpool and Wolverine in 3D, but that was an accident. I bought a normal IMAX ticket, and like a couple days before, it just said 3D. So I was like, okay. And it's nothing like this. That's a little more gimmicky, where it's like, oh, something's coming at you. This feels like you're in it. Like I can't really
Yeah.
explain it. And those who have seen it in 3D know they know what I'm talking about. But and then
Yeah.
yeah, so I feel like with the Avatar franchise, I like how each movie kind of explores more of this world and does more world building. Like the second movie, it's like, okay, you get to explore different tribes, you get to see how Na'vi that weren't raised in the jungle live, like Na'vi that were raised by the water, how they adapt differently. And then this movie, the different thing here is you're finding a group of Na'vi that are evil, which was something that we've never seen in previous iterations. Like what happens when there are Na'vi people that turn away from their god, that turn away from
Yeah.
Awa? What happens? We also see like the Wind Traders, another group. But yeah, I just find it really interesting. I love the world building here, and
Yeah.
I even after the second one came out, I was saying this that I think like eventually, if they keep going with these movies, it could become like one of the best sci-fi worlds, like up there with Star Wars and things like that.
Yeah.
So
I'd argue it is already now.
it's definitely up there, definitely. But yeah, let me see. Hold on.
Just I think about all like the creature designs. What are the giant things they fly on called?
I forget what they're called, but those
Yeah.
things are cool. Cool.
Cool.
The-
Even
yeah.
this like the sea animals that they have and stuff. Like they just he's such a amazing at like you said, like world building. Even Varang's. Oh, this is bothering me now. I'm gonna look it up. Look it up. What they're called.
I
The
think
Varang.
hers is like a Night Rider or something. I forget what they're called. Oh, Banshees, I think. Is it Banshees?
Um,
Flying creatures in Avatar.
it's saying the Great Linopot Turk, but I think that's like the
Oh
red
yeah,
one
they're
that
called Ikran.
Ikran.
Yeah.
Hers is like really hers is the one of her one looks really cool. It's like white and has like the kind of four wings on it and stuff.
Yeah. It's almost the same size as the one that Jake rides.
Yeah. This one wasn't in the second one, right? The red one?
No, and James Cameron actually said that it originally wasn't even supposed to come back until the fourth movie, but he ended up doing rewrites and reshoots to make him basically claim it back in this movie, which is kind of interesting.
Yeah.
But
Um I know some people don't like Spider. Like I really enjoy his arc of just him being he kind of becomes almost like a plot device with about him being able to breathe on the land and how obviously the military wants to get involved. They have I don't know her name, but I just call her like uh Carmela Soprano, because every time I see her, it's like the only person I could think of. Her as like the general and wanting to find out more about him. Also, we didn't even touch on Quaritch and Varang's relationship in the movie, which
Yeah,
I thought it was done really well. I actually really enjoyed it.
I agree. He has a similar arc to Jake in the first movie, where he basically falls in love with a Navi and then adopts a bunch of their culture. Like there's the scene where he goes back to the ship and he's in the full makeup. And it's interesting to see like his character go down that route. And then
Yeah,
him and Jake kind of have that conversation in the jail cell where he's like, this world goes so much deeper than you could imagine. Like you just have to open your eyes and see it.
yeah,
Because, the world of Pandora is like insane compared to Earth and
yeah,
humans and what they have, you know. So we'll see. Maybe I have a feeling he didn't die at the end because they didn't show a body, and that in a sci-fi action movie, if you don't show someone's body, they're most
right.
likely not dead. Um, but yeah, back to what you were saying about Spider. I think that the idea of Spider and his character and what his character means, like how he works into the story, is good. I think it's interesting to see a human who was raised by Navi. How would that work?
Yeah,
And, eventually what ends up happening in this movie with him being able to breathe. The thing about Spider is he's just insanely corny and unlikable as a character. I don't know if it's because of the actor or because of the dialogue, but he's just so corny.
I just feel like they try to make him like a stereotypical teenage, like 15-year-old boy. Like they had that mad serious conversation, and he's like, "Oh, I gotta take a leak." Like,
Yeah,
remember that scene?
yeah.
It's
And the scene that I'm thinking about is like when they first find him without, like, he doesn't have his mask on. He's just walking. He like walks in, and then everyone's like, "What the fuck?" And he's like, "Yeah, I'm good off that whole air thing." Like, bro, shut up, Spider. Shut up. You're so like corny. I don't know if it's like his line delivery and the performance of the actor, or it's more the dialogue, but it doesn't work for that reason for me. I think
yeah,
the character has potential. And we'll see when eventually if they do more of these, if they bring it back.
yeah.
But
Um, Speaking of, and also I don't know if you saw the box office. It opened a little underwhelming $340 million, which is the biggest. I think it's Zootopia 2 might have the biggest one this
yeah,
year, but
Zootopia was bigger, but
um, and it's still holding. Like it's after the holiday weekend, it's supposed to reach 700 million. So there's most likely gonna make probably a billion to 1.2 billion, which means they'll probably do
no,
another
at
one.
least, at least. I think it's
Yeah,
gonna make more than that. It's supposed
yeah.
to reach 1 billion by like New Year's or
New
something.
Year's. Yeah,
So
that's crazy. A billion and two, especially in box office today.
I know, and they said that the second weekend for Fire and Ash is gonna make more money than the second weekend for Way of Water, even though it didn't have as strong of a start. But
Yeah.
that's the thing about these Avatar movies; they always have legs, you
Hmm.
know. And I'm pretty sure the first Avatar it only made like 70 million opening weekend or something. But it was just
Really?
like the word of mouth. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it's craziness. Um,
I know now it's the highest grossing trilogy of all time.
yeah, I think just with the first two, it would have been the highest grossing.
Yeah. Um,
Yeah,
what
I
was I gonna
have some
say?
more notes and things I wanted
Yeah.
to talk about. So yeah, we talked about the Ash people a little bit. I wish that they explored a little bit more about their backstory. They kind of just
Yeah.
throw in that one line of like, oh, one day a volcano came and destroyed all of our land, and now we don't like Awa anymore. Okay, that's basically the only backstory we get of them.
Yeah.
I wanted to know more about Varang. Like, how did she come into power?
Yeah.
What's like her story? Because usually the man is the leader in the most of the tribes, and then the woman
Yeah.
is like the, I forget what they call them. Like I think it's like the Sahik or something. They're like the
Yeah.
spiritual kind of healers, which that's Natiri and Kate Winslet's character. I forget her name. So how did
It's
she become sort of like um
leader of
the
this.
leader
Yeah.
in terms of like the combat?
Yeah.
I was just more a little bit curious about that.
I feel
And the
like
way that
that's
they
something.
act is like we talked about it, but it's insane. It's
Yeah.
crazy. Like how
It's like
did
a
they
death cult.
stray so far, you know?
Yeah.
That could be its own movie, honestly. Like the Varang backstory.
Yeah. I feel like if they do four, there's no way they're not. Because Varang is still alive, presumably, right?
Yeah, it shows her flying off at the end.
Yeah. I mean, there's also the possibility that Varang and Quaritch have a kid,
That's true. That could be
you know.
interesting.
Um, But I agree. I do wish they dive a little more into the backstory of the Ash people. And one thing I'll say too, the final battle is eerily similar to the second one.
Yeah,
Like, listen,
it
it's
is.
great. Like, it's awesome seeing everyone flying around, throwing arrows and shit, but it's it's almost identical to what happens in it's just on a bigger scale. That's it.
Yeah, there is a lot of repetitive things, not only throughout this movie, but also going back to the last movie. It seems like all the time it comes down to, okay, Loak, we're about to go in this battle. Protect your sisters and don't move.
Yeah.
And then he just moves. Like, it happens at least 3 times. At least. Like,
Yeah.
listen to your dad. Just protect your sisters and stay there. Your brother just
Especially
died the movie
after
before
the
this.
second one where he got his brother killed, I
Yeah.
mean, like, not indirectly gets his brother killed.
And he almost got Spider killed because he wasn't, well, actually, that's not true. But he, remember when, first of all, Jake says to him, okay, make sure you always have your comms on you. That's the first thing. Doesn't listen, doesn't have his
Doesn't
comms
listen.
on him. Then when the attack happens at the ship, the comms get burnt. So he doesn't have his comms. Not only does he not have his comms, he leaves he hops on one of the fucking Ikran, even though his dad said, protect your sisters. Someone pulls up about to kill his sister. There's the scene where Spider has to fend him off for a little
Oh,
bit.
yeah. I remember that.
That was kind of cool, actually. But if
Yeah.
Spider wasn't there, his sisters would have been toast. Those people don't
Yeah.
care, you know? So Loak would just annoyed me a lot. And I feel like if you're going to set up someone to sort of be like the next Jake Sully, make him a little bit more likable. You know, I feel
Yeah.
like by the end he is a little bit, but there's like a
Yeah.
lot going on with his character. He has like an attempted suicide.
Yeah.
That's
Due to,
so
like,
dark. I
his
was not expecting that.
the trauma from his, like, killing his brother. You know, I feel like they do cover that pretty well, but where by the end he kind of accepts that, you know, like,
Yeah.
moving on from that and all those trauma and issues. That opening scene was I forgot the brother's name, but I know the names are so hard in this
Yeah.
movie. I'm, like, better known, like, by the actors and stuff, but he has this scene where he's in the spirit world and, like, talking to his brother, and his brother, like, forgives him for not. One thing I'll say is I think that was a little done, like, really early. Like, that I think that could have waited for later on in the movie, and they could have fleshed out how he felt about the issue a little more, but, you know,
Yeah.
just a little nitpick, but, um,
Yep. I also thought Nateri was very good in the movie. And
yeah,
just like her grappling with her rage and her hatred for the sky people, the humans,
yeah,
and then having to have like this human live among her. And I also think that a lot of times like her rage and what she uses to get herself across is like warfare. And
yeah,
especially like you see in the second movie, after her son is killed, she goes on that ship and is just like violating everyone with her bow and
everyone,
arrow
yeah,
and everything. But early on in this movie, she gets a severe injury and she's not able to use her bow. She's not able to fight. So
yeah,
it sort of like shows how frustrated she becomes from that. There's that scene of her kind of when she's recovering, she can't even pull the bow back and she's like,
yeah,
she screams in frustration. So I think that all sort of like builds into
yeah,
her eventual sort of, you know, scene where she tells Jake that they have to kill Spider,
yeah,
which again comes back where then Jake's like, okay, you're right. We do have to kill Spider.
yeah.
There is also a lot of like biblical imagery in the movie.
Yeah,
The
especially with Kira or Kiri?
Kiri.
Yeah,
Yeah, the whole idea of Kiri is someone who they basically say Awa is her mother, or Awa,
mother, yeah,
or she was born from Awa. So Awa, I guess her father, because she has a mother technically.
yeah,
Which obviously similar to Jesus. There's
yeah,
also the scene with that I mentioned where Jake thinks that he realizes like, okay, I have to kill my son, quote unquote. He has to kill Spider for the good of his people. It's kind of similar to the story in the Bible of Abraham
with,
and Isaac,
yeah,
where God asked Abraham to kill his own son, and he's willing to do it up until like the last second when he doesn't.
yeah,
Similar, another thing that I noticed. We also see Awa in this,
yeah, which was very
which
interesting.
that was
Just
kind
kind
of
of,
it reminded me of 2001 a little
yeah,
with the baby at the end of the movie.
yeah. I mean, it's just kind of like a purple face. We don't. I low-key thought that AWA was gonna pull up and just murk them all at the end for some reason.
That
Like, it
would have
just
been
come out like a
crazy.
kaiju or something like that, but I definitely think they're gonna explore more of that because clearly, so towards the end of the battle, Kira, Spider, and their youngest sister, I forgot
Took.
her name, Took, all connect. Also, when Spider's able to breathe, he gets one of the like tentacle things out of his hair now, so he's able to connect to the spirit world. And they like make contact with Awa, and she has some type of control over the animals, which I think
Yeah.
is kind of interesting. So I think they're definitely going to explore that more in 4. Sigourney Weaver already said she narrates 4, like it's told from her point of view, I guess. Which I don't know if you saw this too. If they don't make 4 and 5, James Cameron said that he would do like a press conference, like revealing what he would have done for both movies, which would be
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah. I think what they're going to do is film 4 and 5 back to back, and he'll come back and do them, and that'll just be it. Like 4 and 5 will.
4 they already started filming, I believe.
Really?
Like they filmed like the first act already.
I didn't know that. That's interesting.
Yeah, and
So yeah,
I
they
know
would
it's like an
probably
8-year time jump.
they'd probably like finish 4 and film 5 back to back,
Yeah,
and then that will be
but
it.
he also said that he doesn't know if he'd come back and direct the next 2.
He probably would. I feel like he would.
If you had to pick someone else to direct,
I
who
don't
would
know,
you?
because it's just such a unique thing to like direct these people, you know, but like using this technology. I feel like it would have to be someone who was heavily involved in the making of the first 2, who was there on set all the time, even if it's like someone who's more of an unknown, and have like Cameron oversee him, because it's
Yeah,
just like it's really from James Cameron's mind, like this whole entire thing.
yeah.
So I don't think you could get someone who's big and maybe has ideas of their own and ways that they like to do things,
Well, I
because it's kind
definitely
of
think
hard to do it in this
if
world.
they do, like, I don't think if someone comes, it's going to be like a stand-in director. I don't think they're really going to have any input on the story.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I know the 4th movie, the script was done already.
I heard
And
it's
yeah,
like amazing.
yeah, Disney apparently said it was amazing. Um, but yeah, one thing I was disappointed with also was that no one dies in this movie.
Yeah, I was going to
Like
mention that too.
the people who do die are very minor characters. There's like the queen of the sea people. I forget her name. The one that
Ronell?
Kate wins. Ronell. Yeah. She's not minor, but she's not like one of the Sullys or anything. She
Yeah.
dies. One of her sons dies. But that's it. They should have killed Jake Sully, honestly. Just kill him off. Like
Or
I don't know.
Natiri.
That I wouldn't. I like Natiri too much though
I
for
do
that.
too, but
I
that
do.
would have been more of like a, you know,
It feels like there's, especially with how the second one ended, the stakes just seemed lower because no one was killed.
yeah.
Even Quaritch, he doesn't technically die. We don't see his body. So
I mean, I think he's dead.
I don't know.
Because
I don't
in
think
the
so.
second one, they make it a point to show you that he's not dead. Like, Spider goes and saves him.
That's true. That's a good point. But they could have like showed him dying, showed like his eyes closing, show,
Yeah.
him getting stabbed or shot or something. But they just show him falling and that's it. He also has like an insane scream at the end. I don't know. I don't know if you remember that, but
A
it was
little
like
bit,
an
yeah.
obnoxious scream. I do like sort of the dynamic though with him and Jake, and sort of they have like a mutual respect for each other, and they
Yeah.
understand like you're only willing to do so much when it comes to your children. Like it even
Yeah.
goes back to the second movie, but like Quaritch uncuffs Jake to help him fight to get back Spider because he doesn't want his son to
Yeah.
die.
And
There's
there's
also
this
that
kind of
scene. Go ahead, go
well,
ahead.
there's like a mutual respect between them. He even says like, "Oh, you did a hell of a job raising your kids." Like there's like a respect between the two of them. Um, but I like his arc of kind of like he embracing the Navi a little bit, and I feel like it's most of the reason why he's goes against all these people is just because his hatred for Sully and him
Yeah.
feeling betrayed by him. It's not even like he believes in everything that I don't know, the military or whatever is doing. It's more just so he feels like Jake Sully betrayed him, so he wants to get revenge.
hmm
Also, didn't know
Yep.
Stephen Lang is the guy from Sisu.
The main person?
I believe
Oh no,
so.
he's like he's the villain, I think. He's not the
Oh,
main guy. Yeah, no, he's not the main guy. He doesn't play Sisu himself.
but
But he's the villain in the second movie, I believe.
yeah, but
Let me
yeah,
see.
I did enjoy it. Did you you have a favorite scene?
Mm, I do really like the scene with Spider where Jake is about to kill him, and then it shows
Yeah,
Natiri sort of washing the makeup off her face in the river, and it's all red. It's kind of like Shakespearean a little bit,
yeah,
where it's like washing the blood off your hands. Then she decides not to, and she runs and tries to like stop Spider from getting killed. And then Jake's like, "No, he didn't do it anyway." I just really like that scene. And then she grabs Spider and is like, "I see you," which is their basically way of saying "I love you," I guess,
yeah.
or they accept you. So I just thought that was a really well done scene, even though I don't love Spider so much. But what about
Fair.
you?
Yeah, I have to agree with you. That scene, I think it was the most like emotionally intense and just like I genuinely thought he was gonna kill him
Me too.
because the whole
Yeah.
time he's like this is like we have to protect him. He's part of our family. Like he wants him to leave the water people because they're gonna come after him. And then like he has that heart to heart with Natira where he's like, we have to kill him. Like there's no other choice. And it was nice to see kind of their I guess ideologies on the topic of Spider Switch, where she's the one like, we'll find a way, we'll find a way.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah. Cool. Favorite character?
I think I have to go with Jake's. Jake's Elliott Quaritch. Or Varang,
Yeah.
honestly, is tough. There's a lot of cool characters in this. Varang is really cool. Quaritch. I thought Quaritch was very funny in this.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
Dude, one thing I was gonna say is somehow they were able to pull off a well, this is awkward moment that was actually funny.
Yeah.
Genuinely was funny. Like usually if there's dialogue of someone saying, "Well, this is awkward," it's like so cringe. But you know what I'm
Yeah.
talking about, that scene.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, it was actually genuinely funny. So you have to respect them for that. But yeah, there is comedic aspects to his character, definitely. He's very funny in how he speaks
Yeah.
and like his ideologies and stuff. But yeah, I think Quaritch might
Yeah.
be my favorite character. People hate on him, but I think he's a really good villain. And
Yeah.
he's
Like, I
gone
mean,
through like a lot. He had a huge journey. There's that scene in Avatar 2 where he grabs his own skull and like
and
crushes his
crushes it.
own
Yeah. That was
skull.
sick.
Just so shows how evil he is. He's like pure
Yeah.
evil.
Well,
But
technically, it's not Quaritch, right? It's just like Quaritch's consciousness.
it's his memories.
Yeah.
But if he's not Quaritch, then who is he? It's not like he's not someone else, you know?
It's kind of like a White Vision type of,
Yeah, it's just a
you know,
vessel with the memories of Quaritch.
yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Well,
we
you
could
want to
rate
get
it
to
maybe?
ratings? Yeah.
You want to go first?
Yeah. So I gave it 4 stars. I really think that it's a very good sequel to the second movie. Everything's a little more dialed up. The addition of the Ash Navi is like really, really cool. Farang's amazing. And also just the character arcs of a lot of these characters in the movie. It's like really invigorating and it gets you really interested in the story.
Yeah, Avatar Fire and Ash, I gave it 4 stars. 8 out of 10. Just being in the theater, watching it in 3D and experiencing all 3 hours in all its glory. It's one of those things that it's like, this is why you go to the cinema. This is one of the movies you
Yeah.
have to go see in the movie theater. And I really like the story. I like how it ties into the second movie. I love the world of Pandora. I like how they went deeper into the world building, exploring, a new tribe in this one and what happens when there's a group of evil Navi. And yeah, just the action is great. The action is very good. So James Cameron, please keep this franchise going as long as you can. But
Yeah.
I'm happy with it.
Did you see his quote about then they asked him about Avatar 4?
No.
He was like, when a woman's giving birth and she's crowning, do you ask her about her next childbirth? I mean, he's right. It was funny.
Yeah. That is like an insane way to put it, but it's
Yeah.
true. I mean, I don't think that directly applies, but actually, I was gonna say because you could be working on multiple movies at once. You can't be having multiple kids at once. But
Yeah.
in terms of a franchise, you can't really work on
Yeah, this
the
is like takes
next.
all year.
But yeah, that's
I
very
don't I
funny.
honestly think that if he doesn't end up directing, Garth Edwards would be a good pick.
Maybe, I don't know.
I
I'm
like
not
his
sure.
VFX work.
Yeah, I mean the creator was good.
The creator comes to mind, not Jurassic World. I really wasn't a big fan of that.
Yeah, the Godzilla was fine. His Godzilla.
Yeah.
I don't think he's like a James Cameron level. I'm
No,
talking about
no,
the
but
guy who made Aliens and Terminator 2.
I don't. Yeah,
You
but
know.
I think he'll just be like a stand-in. I don't think he's gonna
Yeah,
have any input. But we'll see. We'll see what happens.
yeah. So, all right, maybe we
Yeah.
could move on to Marty Supreme.
Yeah.
I'll get the synopsis for this one.
It was nice because this technically came out yesterday, right?
It technically came out the 25th. I think we saw it on like the 22nd maybe or
Yeah.
21st. But okay, here we go. Dream big. In 1950s New York, Marty Mauser, a young man with a dream. Oh, lost it, sorry. With a dream no one respects, goes to hell and back in pursuit of greatness. So, first of all, based on this marketing campaign, which has been crazy, you would never guess this takes place in the 1950s. It's kind of crazy.
I
But
knew it was set in the past, but I didn't know it was like
yeah, this movie, it wasn't what I expected, honestly. I thought it was going to be a feel good
yeah,
story about like just like a typical kind of sports biopic where he has to prove himself and, he loses a couple matches, he has a comeback and wins. Marty in this movie is just a complete asshole.
yeah,
He's a completely unlikable character, which I didn't expect at all. But he fucks over everyone around him to get what he wants. And it's kind of weird that the slogan is like dream big and like do whatever you want for your dream. Like he steals from people. He ends up getting his pregnant girlfriend like kidnapped by people by accident because of his negligence and like him trying to fuck people over. He's just like a complete asshole. And I just didn't
yeah.
expect that going in.
I agree. He's like a sociopath. Like there's a line where he talks to what's her name? I forget the character's name. Oh, like the girl Rachel, and he's like, "You don't
Yeah.
have a purpose in this world. I do," and she's just like completely is like, "Okay, like I understand." Like what? He's such a dick. He just constantly he said he lies. He cheats people, and it's all. I mean, you have to respect it because it's all in the pursuit of a goal. I'm not saying he's right for doing it, but he literally puts himself in these like horrible situations and drags people with him. And I definitely do see the kind of Uncut Gems, Bad Times. Oh no, Good Times, right?
Good time. Yeah.
Good Times. I'm sorry. Energy there in terms of like the stressfulness and there's a lot of scenes where it's like very tense and
Hmm.
anxiety. No, I wouldn't say to the level of Uncut Gems, but there's definitely that vibe to it. And also just I really enjoyed the ping pong scenes are great. I don't know. I'm assuming they're choreographed in the sense of like how they're gonna, you know. But
Yeah.
like you fully believe he's like the one of the best ping pong players in the world when he's playing,
Yeah.
and I also
And
think it's very funny. Well,
no, I was gonna say Chalamet actually trained in ping pong for like a couple years before,
yeah,
which is why I know we could get to this later. But his like whatever he's doing right now in real life, all his shenanigans recently, a lot of people are not liking. But we'll get to it later. What were you gonna say?
yeah. I was gonna say also the supporting cast is like fantastic. Everyone is like on their A game, and even like Kevin O'Leary. I mean, he's essentially just playing himself. He's just like a rich asshole, and he does it really well. Like he's fantastic in this. Gwyneth Paltrow's great. Odessa Zion. I'm definitely butchering that, but I really enjoyed all the cast. The aesthetic of the movie of 1950s New York is really cool. I love that it's kind of a globe-trotting, you know, kind of adventure in a sense. I mean, they do stay primarily in New York, but they go all over the world as well.
Hmm.
Um, but I also think Chalamet was in the role is fantastic. Like he's so just like he's such an ass, but you're rooting for him. Like you want him to succeed.
Yeah.
And, you know, yeah,
Yeah, I agree. As much as I said he's a complete asshole, you already know when he's having that last ping pong match, I'm
yeah,
hoping that he wins, you know? Even though
yeah,
the match essentially means nothing besides bragging rights.
yeah,
I'm hoping that he wins, even though he fucked over so many people in his path. I
yeah,
think for Timmy, this is like a career defining role for him. This feels like his entire career has culminated to this moment, to this movie. Because unlike a lot of other performances this year, Timothy Chalamet is Marty Supreme. He is this movie. This movie is him. For other people, it's like, okay, one battle after another. Yeah, Leo has a great performance, but like that movie is that movie, and Leo is great in it. Marty Supreme is Timothy Chalamet, which is why I
yeah.
think he does have the edge in that best actor category. Because this is
I
just like a
agree.
performance that, in my opinion, is above anything we've seen this year.
Completely
You know,
agree.
so
He's on another level in this.
yeah, and going to his shenanigans that he's been up to and how he's saying, "Oh, I'm the best," this and that. Like, I gotta say though, you gotta respect him saying that. Like, he
Yeah,
was on the set of Dune, learning guitar and practicing ping pong years before the Bob Dylan biopic came out and years before this movie came out. He does put in the work for his roles,
yeah.
which is not, not every actor can say that. And if he's gonna say, "Yeah, I'm putting out great performances, I'm doing the work," who are we to say no? You shouldn't say
I
that.
mean, he's not wrong. Like where in which
Exactly. Yeah.
movie? Like in what movie are you saying like, oh, he's not dedicated to it. He's not doing a good job. I'm not saying like, yeah, it's obviously like a little cocky of a comment, but he has the track record to back it up.
Yeah, it's just weird how there's like a taboo around being proud of yourself and saying you're the best in this, where, another art form, rappers, like musicians, rappers say, "I'm the best rapper alive all the time." Like, no one
Yeah,
says anything about that.
in
Athletes,
sports as well.
yeah, it's
Yeah,
like he has a different mindset, and it's weird that it's so taboo in this industry. I understand people saying it's arrogant, but I also think a bit of it is him sort of doing a bit where it's like he's kind of acting a little bit like how Marty Mauser is, you
yeah,
know.
yeah.
So a little bit of it is a bit, but he really is putting in these crazy performances, and it's all over the
Hmm.
place. You have Marty Supreme, you have Bob Dylan, you have Wonka, Paul Atreides,
Dune.
and they're all like great in their own right.
Yeah,
So I don't know if he's not the best at his age and his level, like who is, you know?
can't argue with that.
Yeah. So that what do you think about his comments recently?
Honestly, I'm like, was that the only comment that he said? Like, I wasn't really. I know that people were saying he was being cocky, but I didn't really see what exactly he was saying.
That was the main one that people started getting tight about.
I mean, I think he's like one of the best actors working right now. So like, he has it's not like fucking Noah Schnapp, whatever the fuck his name is saying shit like that. Like, he has the track record to back it up. You may
Yeah.
think it may be a cocky comment, yeah, but he's one of the best, so he's earned that right.
Yeah, and I think people just are hating to hate. I saw someone on Twitter quote tweet the video of him on top of the sphere doing like
Yeah,
marketing for the movie, and they're like, "Oh, but when Ariana and Cynthia were doing this, it was too much. I guess we see how women are treated in Hollywood." And it's like, if Timothy was like grabbing Kevin O'Leary's finger in an interview and
yeah,
like crying every second, I guarantee you people would be hating on it. It has nothing to do with that.
yeah. I don't
So
think it has anything to do with that.
yeah,
It's
but
very much. It reminds me a lot of the way Tom Cruise is, like the way he markets movies and things like that. Like he's so involved in the marketing campaign for this. Like him on the top of the sphere reminded me of when I forgot which Mission Impossible it was, but he took that photo on the top of the building and I think it's like Dubai or one of the
mhm.
I think the Burj Khalifa was the name of the
Yeah,
building.
yeah, Burj Khalifa. It's the
Burj
tallest
Khalifa, yeah.
building in the world.
Yeah, and he's like just sitting on the top of it, like with no harness or anything. Like I don't know. if he was saying these things and he didn't have the track record to back it up, 100%, I to get why he gets the hate. But he's fantastic, dude. Like everything he's in, like every single movie he's in, I thoroughly enjoy his roles. Even
Yeah, and
from Lady Bird, Call Me by
yeah,
Your Name, like
I used
you
to be
know,
the biggest hater of him before I really got into movies because I was like, oh, he's just some, like heartthrob. Like a lot of young girls like
yeah,
him, whatever. He's not even that good. But then when I watched a couple of his movies, I was like, wait, he actually is really good. You know.
yeah, he's amazing.
Um, so let's see, what else could we talk about with the movie though? Hold on. Sorry, Alexandra was just FaceTiming me.
Oh my god.
Um, yeah, but the movie itself. So, did you enjoy like where it ended up going and how it ends? Because I think my favorite scene is that ending scene
When he
where he holds or sees his child. Basically, we
yeah,
think it's his child, although we never know because it turns out his girlfriend's like kind of crazy, where she
yeah,
did the fake or she's obsessed with him. But yeah, when he first takes a look at what is seemingly his child and sort of this whole facade that he puts on about how he doesn't care about anything, he only cares about achieving his goals and his greatness and this and that whole facade just falls. And it's the
yeah,
first time we see him be vulnerable in the entire movie and he
yeah,
just breaks down. And I love that that's how they ended the movie because that at least makes you feel for him a little more because he went from being an asshole the entire film to finally like letting his guard down. So I really liked how they ended it with that.
yeah. No, I agree, and I think it shows. Obviously, he achieves his goal, but he also needs like family and support around him. Like he can't just live his life bouncing from thing to thing, like scrounging around. Like he's a dick to his mom, and like all he's an
Yeah.
asshole like to the shoe people and stuff. So I like that it kind of comes full circle in terms of him in the beginning where like he's just so for himself and all this like willing almost gets people killed, and to now literally going back to the hospital like to see his supposed like child. I think it's a very nice like full circle moment.
Yeah, definitely. Um yeah, let me see. Sorry, I didn't actually write down notes for this one. So I'm
There you
thinking a
go.
little bit.
I like the score a lot.
Score is great.
So,
The
yeah,
the soundtrack as well, like
yes,
the licensed music that they use, I think was really cool.
agreed.
There were a couple of moments that were like a little bit strange to me. Like I don't know what the word is, not edgy, but
I know you mentioned to me the honey scene.
yeah, it's like I don't know what the word is, but I guess risque. I don't know. Like the scene where basically the intro is a bunch of sperm going after an egg,
Yeah,
and it's like a little bit okay. It's like all right, that's I guess that's a choice. And then there's another scene where it's this guy's telling the story about how he was in the Holocaust and when he was in one of the concentration camps, they used to let him go out and like disarm bombs. And one time he found like a honeybee hive, took all the honey, lathered it on himself, and then hid it under his shirt so that when he went back to the camps, he let all the other prisoners in there lick the honey off him to get like nutrients, which is kind of a crazy story. And I guess it shows like, just about the will to help others
survive.
around you and like the will to survive. But it like showed guys licking honey off this guy's like hairy
Yeah,
chest. It was disgusting. Like
yeah.
why was that in the movie? There's a couple like weird things like
There's
that.
some also like insane dialogue that Marty Mauser says. Like remember he's getting interviewed and he says a line about Hitler. I forgot what it was, but it was something like
Oh, he's
insane.
like, I'll do the job that Hitler could. I'll finish the job that Hitler started, or like something like that. And he was talking about a Jewish guy. But
Yeah.
then he's like, oh, I'm Jewish. I'm allowed to say that. Don't worry. Um,
And then the other one was like with uh he's talking about he's like I'm gonna drop another atomic bomb on them when I play them and then you
yeah,
know.
he does have some insane sayings.
I
Uh,
remember when this was first got announced, they described it as a sports biopic in the sense but with like a Wolf of Wall Street twist where things are like exaggerated. So I don't know exactly what was true and what wasn't. But I did enjoy that it wasn't like a traditional, because obviously, like I don't know, the thing with the dog. I don't know if that's 100% true when the guy's
Yeah,
getting
I don't
shot and
know.
shit. Yeah.
I doubt that.
Also, that
But
was my one thing I was confused about is if why did he go and get the money if at that point he already was going to, like, Kevin O'Leary character was already going to fly him out?
it's because they had the girl in the
No,
car.
but even then, so like, she's like, go get the money. Like, why didn't he just like drive away at that point?
That's a good point. I guess they went that far,
Yeah.
so they were
Okay.
like, "Fuck it," or she didn't know. Maybe I don't know. But yeah, that is a good point. I didn't really think
Yeah.
about that. Um, but yeah, I did like how it was all over the place, but in like a good way. You know, there's
Yeah.
a lot happening, but it was entertaining. It didn't feel like as disjointed as it probably should have with the amount
Yeah.
of different storylines and things going on. Um, but yeah, that's pretty much what I got to say about it.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't know if you wanted to add anything.
Also, just fantastic job by Josh Safdie. Like, I don't know. I guess he was the one really taking the reins on these co-directing movies because, I mean, no disrespect to Benny Safdie, but I don't know. Like, the Smashing Machine is absolutely nothing on this movie.
I
I
think
mean,
it's closer
again,
than people think. I really like the
I
Smashing
don't know.
Machine,
I don't
but
know. Again, I mean, two completely different stories, but I don't know. I'll say this: I think Josh is a better director. Benny Safdie is a much stronger actor, in my opinion.
I don't know if I've seen Josh act in anything, so
He's
I'll
like in
agree with that.
some little roles, but he's not. He doesn't act like his brother does. Like he's not
Yeah,
in things as much.
yeah. Benny's
But
gonna be. He was in Oppenheimer. He was good in Oppenheimer.
yeah, he's playing some general, and he looks sick. I don't know. Like I guess
I think
they put
he's
him in the
playing
gym.
Agamemnon or something. What the fuck's his
Who
name?
is that? The commander of the.
Let me see. I just know like the mask of Agamemnon or some shit. I'm definitely
I,
butchering that
I know
pronunciation.
people are like, oh, it's not. This is just way off topic, but how like it's not historically accurate, like the Odyssey. Like, dude, shut the fuck up. The Odyssey's not a real book. Who gives a fuck if it's not accurate to when the book was written? You know?
There's a Cyclops in it. What
Yeah.
do you mean
There's
historical
Greek gods
accuracy?
flying around and well, not
Yeah, I want to see who he's playing. Hold on. Yeah, Agamemnon.
that's what like just the general.
It's the guy with like the black mask
No,
thing.
yeah,
Yeah,
uh,
yeah. We'll talk about that later because we got a trailer
yeah.
for the
We did
Odyssey.
get to see
But
that.
favorite characters, Marty, probably. I mean, I
Marty,
don't know.
yeah.
Yeah,
Honorable mention was I think his name was Rockwell, Sam Rockwell or something, or David Rockwell or some shit.
Rockwell, O'Leary, Kevin O'Leary
Yeah,
character.
yeah,
Yeah, but all right. I guess I could rate it. I'll start. So Marty Supreme, 4.5 stars, 9 out of 10. I think for the most part, it does live up to the hype. It has small issues, but I think that there's just like a powerhouse performance here by Timothy Chalamet. I
yeah,
mentioned it earlier, but I feel like his entire career has just led to this moment, this performance, and that enough is worth the price of admission for this movie. I
yeah.
think he's allowed to talk his shit. I'll say that. So
I agree. So Marty Supreme, I also give it a 4.5, 9 out of 10 stars. Matthew said it very well. It feels like this is the role of his life. Like it seems like they wrote this movie with the intention of him starring in it, and just his pursuit of achieving his goal is like like I was ready to run through a brick wall, like seeing what this guy was willing to do to be the world's greatest ping pong player. And I really also not to discredit any of the other casts because everyone else is flying on all cylinders as well. But I think it's one of the best of the year.
yeah, it's up there for me.
Yeah.
It's definitely my
Yeah.
top 10. But yeah, okay. So I guess we can move on to movie news.
Yeah,
Don't
I'll pull it
or
up.
no? Do you want to do our top 10 Christmas movies first? What do you
Yeah,
think?
yeah, we can do that. I'll rattle them all. You want to do like the thing where I'll say like the first five and then we'll go a
Nah,
little more detail.
we'll just go. We'll list all our top 10. Just say whatever you want to say about them.
Yeah. You wanna go? I have mine up. Want to go?
Yeah, you can go.
All right. So some of these are a little out there. Number
Okay.
10 was March of the Wooden Toy Soldiers. This is a very old movie. I just remember having fond memories of it as a kid. and I really liked like the soldiers, like I don't know, the way they march and like the makeup and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So that was 10. Number 9 was The Little Drummer Boy. I mean, it was a little more like I feel like they would show us that in like CCD and stuff, but another really Christmas classic. I love the stop
Those
motion at the
old. Those
time.
are both like stop motion, right? Those old ones.
March of the Wooden
Or
Toy
no?
Soldiers live action.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Um, Number 8, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Just like, classic. Can't really go wrong with that. Another stop motion. Um, 7. So this is the animated How the Grinch Stole Christmas. It's just such an iconic. We threw it on Christmas Eve, and I always forget it's literally 25 minutes long. I don't know
Yeah.
why, but yeah. This might be a little controversial, but number was this number 6?
Number 6. Yeah.
Home Alone 2. I'm such the New York aesthetic. Us being from New York, obviously, it has like a place in our hearts, and I don't know. New York is very romanticized during Christmas, and it's a really good movie. I love it. Wait, hold on, my phone closed. Number 5 is Elf, another classic. Oh my God, why is his name escaping me?
Will
Who
Ferrell.
plays Elf? Will Ferrell, one of his most iconic roles. Jon Favreau. This is when he actually directed real movies back in the day, not Mandalorian swap, but Number 4, The Grinch. We had it on in the background on Christmas Eve, and just Jim Carrey's dedication in that role, the aesthetic of the world that they're in, like the Who's and everything. It's really just a really enjoyable movie. Number 3, The Muppets Christmas Carol, another classic. Just having all these lovable Muppets characters in such a classic story, and I always forget the actor's name who plays Scrooge.
Michael Caine.
Michael Caine is just like I don't know. I always say the quote he talks about. He's like, when I do this, I'm not gonna pretend like they're Muppets. They're like real actors to me, and you could definitely see it in the performance. Like there's no, I
Yeah,
don't
that's
know.
one of the best things about that movie. He's taking
Yeah,
it completely seriously.
seriously. Yeah. Number 2, It's a Wonderful Life. I'm not gonna say too much because we're gonna get into that later. And number 1, this is definitely a hot take to some, but The Holdovers, I think, is the greatest Christmas movie ever made. It's just such an amazing story. It's shot so well. And I think it hits home for me a lot because I did go to an all boys Catholic school. So it wasn't a dorming school, but a lot of those vibes are very similar to how it is in The Holdovers. And it just has like a special place in my heart.
It's a great list.
Yeah. Thank you.
Very jolly. I've mine's like similar to yours,
Yeah.
but I'll go through it. So, just honorable mention. I wanted to toss this in here. Terrifier 3. Technically a Christmas movie,
Fair.
so I do enjoy Terrifier a lot, but I didn't want to toss it in here because it doesn't really go with the rest of these movies.
Yeah.
But yeah, number 10 I have Polar Express, directed by Robert Zemeckis. This is one that I remember watching a lot as a kid. I remember when we used to be in school and have like lunch when it was too cold to go out for recess, and they'd put us in the auditorium to like watch a movie. They'd always throw on the Polar Express around Christmas time. I just remember like it always being on when I was younger. And yeah, the
Yeah.
animation looks a little weird, but I have fond memories of it. Then number 9, I have The Santa Claus, starring Tim Allen. Interesting concept where he basically murders Santa Claus and then becomes Santa Claus. Another one that I remember a lot as a kid. I just love like when they go to the North Pole and there's the elves and the whole world and everything. And what happens when the average man becomes Santa? Interesting story.
Yeah.
Number 8, I have Love Actually, a great Christmas movie. It's a Christmas rom-com, has an insane cast, and there's all these basically, it's a very feel-good movie. It's not very serious at all, but it's all these intersecting stories about different relationships and people falling in love and this and that. Number 7, I have Home Alone 2, which you mentioned, takes place in New York. You have the two burglars coming back, and it's a classic.
Yeah.
But then right next to it, number 6, I have the original Home Alone, which I think is slightly better. But same thing, classic movie. Macaulay Culkin's so good in that role, especially as a kid.
Yeah.
He kills it, and he's kind of making a comeback now.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's genuinely funny. There's a lot of slapstick humor in it, which especially like watching it as a kid, I enjoyed a lot.
Yeah.
I still like slapstick now, but that's the type of stuff you find really funny as a kid. Number 5, I have It's a Wonderful Life, which we're going to discuss later, so I won't say much about it. Number 4, I have How the Grinch Stole Christmas, Jim Carrey. His dedication, you mentioned, just like how deep he gets into this role, and he
Yeah.
becomes the Grinch.
Yeah.
Like his version of the Grinch and his look and his mannerisms are so iconic.
It's
And
inseparable from the character.
yeah, exactly. So number 3, I have Elf, directed by Jon Favreau. This was probably my favorite growing up. We used to toss this on a lot. Our dad really liked this movie.
Yeah.
There's just so many iconic scenes, like, that when he's screaming that Santa's here, and it's like it's kind of like a fish out of water
Yeah.
scenario. But Will Ferrell just does such a great job in that role. Number 2, this is one that I actually watched for the first time the other day. I have The Muppet Christmas Carol as well. I
So
love the
goated.
Muppets. The movie is so like it's genuinely funny, but it's also very heartfelt. And then in the middle of all this, you have Michael Caine, a serious actor who's in like all of Christopher Nolan's movies, and he's playing Scrooge completely serious. He's like violating Muppets, like screaming at them, whatever, saying "Go home, no one cares if we don't pay you enough." But it's a great Christmas story about the spirit of the holidays. And
Yeah.
by the end, you're like, bro, they kill off Tiny Tim, like a Muppet dies in the future. It's sad.
Yeah.
So I just think it's a great movie. The concept of it in general, and then like toss the Muppets in it. And then we have the same number 1, The Holdovers from 2023, directed by Alexander Payne. And this is Paul Giamatti's probably best role. And then this is also where Dominic Sessa, who was never an actor before this movie, kind of got his start. And he's going to be playing Bourdain soon. But
That I'm very excited about.
yeah, it's just like a very heartwarming movie. It's like there's something cozy about it. It's like the way that it's shot and the music. There's a lot of guitar instrumentals in the soundtrack, and the graininess of the film. It just like feels very like warming and just very like holiday like. It's such a good movie. So I think that's definitely going to be like a Christmas classic going forward. So
Yeah, and I feel like not a lot of people have seen it either.
I don't think so. I mean, in 2023 when it came out, Giamatti was like second in line for the best actor. So that's probably what people would have seen it for. But
what's her name won? Divine Joy Randolph won for supporting actress.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
She was in something I watched recently. Oh yeah, Eternity.
Eternity? You should Eternity.
But all right. Yeah, great list. Great list there. Merry Christmas, everyone.
Merry Christmas. Side note, because I'm such a Muppets person, that is probably number 3, and I think Muppets Take Manhattan's number 2.
In terms of like your Muppet movie ranking?
Yeah. I mean, the acting obviously isn't as good because no one could compete with Michael Caine in these movies, but just being in New York and like the whole aesthetic of that, and there's a lot of cool shots of them walking around Manhattan and stuff.
Yeah, I've got to watch it.
Yeah.
But, all right, we can move on to the movie news now.
Yeah, I'll pull it up. All right. I was just gonna mention something that we didn't talk about that isn't in here, and we got confirmation for Godzilla X Kong. I think it's called The New Empire, right? Or no, Supernova.
Yeah.
That Space Godzilla is going to be the villain, essentially. It got confirmed by the Writers Guild. For those of you that don't know, I don't know how they're going to do this, because in the movies, the way Space Godzilla is created is like Mothra goes back to space, and the cells from Godzilla are like on her wings, and like it gets sucked into a black hole and just creates Space Godzilla. So I don't think they're going to do that. But he's like one of the cooler, more interesting looking Godzilla villains. So I think I'm interested to see how they're going to make him look and how his powers will work and stuff like that. He also murks Baby Godzilla, but there's no Baby Godzilla in these, so it might be the little Kong guy.
Yeah, he might violate Baby Kong.
Yeah, but
no, I like that they're doing a Toho villain again.
Yeah,
because the last movie, Scar, or was that his name, Scar?
Scar and the ice one. I don't remember her name.
Yeah, those were 2 original.
Yeah,
kaiju. So I like that they're gonna use a classic Toho one.
Yeah, it's gonna. I like the, and honestly, I really enjoyed New Empire. I like that they didn't take itself seriously, like Godzilla riding on Kong's back and shit.
Yeah,
Um, but yeah, we'll see. Should be 2027. It'll come out, so we got some time. But
yeah.
anyway, yeah, I just want to throw that in if you want to get the next one.
All right, yeah. So we got the first trailer for Supergirl. Oh, yeah, this is one that we're a little bit late on, just because we're recording this
Yeah,
episode late. Um, but yeah, it looks pretty good. It looks like very similar to Guardians, very similar. Even down to some of the promotional stuff. She has like the Walkman and the headset. It's like just like
yeah,
Star-Lord. She's wearing a coat. Very weird, but I mean, it looks okay. It just looks like Guardians to me,
yeah.
which
I
is not a
mean,
bad thing. I love the Guardians movies, but
I'm a staunch defender of this because like the coat is like directly out of the comics. Like she wears the coat for most of it, and that the vibe of the comic is Guardians. It's like a space adventure. They're like running around. It's like so the story is essentially, without going too deep into it, that girl that she's with,
mhm.
somebody kills her father, and she kind of like confides in Supergirl to help her kill this guy, and it's like about that, and it's just kind of like, at this point in her life, she's an alcoholic. She's kind of just like bouncing around the universe. um so it's interesting that it looks pretty accurate to the comic. The only thing that's different is Lobo was not in the comic, and they added him in this.
Do you think
Which
Lobo's gonna end up being the person that killed her dad, or no? Because he's
no,
supposed to
no,
be like an anti-hero, kind of, right?
no. They show you who kills Rue's dad. Like it's the guy Krem, but he looks
Okay,
very different in the comics. It's like the dude with the metal on his face.
yeah,
In the
that was
comics,
very. His design is very Guardians as well.
yeah, yeah. He
You know?
looks like a Ravager.
Yeah, yeah.
In the comics, he's just like a shirtless dude with red hair. He doesn't really have any like. He's just like strong and shoots arrows and shit. So, I mean, it's not like the biggest deal in the world to me. But it definitely feels like it nails the aesthetic of the comic. So I'm interested to see how it'll
I
be.
disagree though. But from looking at the comic panels to this, I don't think it looks that similar. Or it doesn't look as cool in my opinion.
Well, it's also the first trailer. I mean, like the character designs and stuff, like Supergirl, Rue. I mean,
Yeah,
Lobo's not in it, but like there are lots of like funky looking kind of Ravager people that fight her and stuff. There
yeah,
are some insane visuals in the comp. Like I kind of want to get it and show you quick. Can I grab it? It's like right
yeah,
inside.
yeah. Go
Hang
for it.
on.
See how long it takes Joe. Look at his little Santa hat. Um, yeah, but like I was saying, I feel like the comic and the way that the artwork looks is much more visually interesting than what we got in that trailer. But let's see. Let's see if I'm misremembering because Joe's about to hopefully find the comic. He's searching for it. And yeah, I know a lot of people are saying like, oh, James Gunn can't do anything besides Guardians. He didn't write or direct this, and he's not doing the cinematography for it or anything, so I feel like that's an unfair criticism. But how long until he gives up?
Actually, never mind. I
I
think. Oh
think,
wait, I think I actually gave it back to you. Hold on
yeah,
a
get that
second.
Santa hat on. Come on.
Like it might be in the closet, but there's like a lot of cool like space looking
Yeah,
visuals
I
and
think
stuff.
I have it somewhere,
Yeah.
but I'm not gonna look right now.
Yeah,
But
no, it's fine. But yeah, we'll see. I wonder, it's also, I'm assuming that it's gonna tie into uh what is the sequel called for Superman?
Man of Tomorrow.
Man of Tomorrow. Or whether that be Braniac is the one responsible for Krypton's destruction and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
we'll see.
Well, we know Corin Sweat's going to be in this movie because Millie Alcock said in an interview that she was asked about what it was like on her first day of filming. And she was like, oh, David Corin Sweat was actually there. And there's a scene of us together. So I don't know if she was supposed to say that, but it's probably like a small scene.
Yeah.
But yeah, she'll probably be in Man of Tomorrow, at least for a little bit.
Yeah, I'm assuming so.
Yeah. We also got like
Yeah.
a small teaser for Lanterns. It's maybe like less than 30 seconds of footage. I'm not loving the aesthetic of it for like a Green Lantern show.
Yeah.
It should
Yeah.
be a space opera or something, It should take place in space, have crazy visuals, lots of green. Like this just looks like,
Like,
I don't know. It's weird.
I don't mind them being on Earth. It's just like, I don't know. It looks like what, like it very, like it looks. Everyone's comparing it. What's the show that they're going for the vibe of again?
True Detective.
True Detective, which that's fine and all, but like I want to see some suits. I want to see some like constructs and things like that. I mean, I know that Sinestro's in it, and so is oh my god, I butchered his name. Atrocitus, I believe, the Red Lantern
Yeah.
guy.
Yep. Yep.
They're supposed to both be in it. Um, which I hope
Yeah.
they have Dexstar, which is like the cat. But
And Chip, the squirrel.
oh yeah, Chip. And also Guy Gardner is supposed to be in this as well.
Yeah.
So maybe this is just like the first couple episodes, and they go because they have. I'm assuming they have to go to Oa at some point. It would be strange if
I
they
would assume
didn't.
so. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm not super thrilled about this, but then again, it's coming out like a year from now, so maybe it's just like visuals aren't ready yet. Maybe that's what
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah. It could just be like those two scenes could have just been like two
Just
scenes on
yeah,
Earth, and that's it. We
yeah.
don't
So
know, but yeah.
yeah, we'll see. I
Yeah.
mean,
Speaking of trailers. Oh wait,
yeah.
sorry. Go ahead.
I mean, I like Kyle Chandler, and I like what's his name?
Aaron Pierre.
Aaron Pierre. So I think that's pretty good casting. So we'll see how this goes. But yeah.
Yeah, I just sent this because I just want to talk about this in general. So the 4 different trailers for Avengers Doomsday that are going to be releasing with Fire and Ash. We officially got the Chris Evans one coming back as Captain America, and the Thor one is just started rolling out in theaters, and that's got leaked as well.
Yeah.
So before we even talk about the contents of it, what do you think of this strategy of the first things that we see of Doomsday being these 4 trailers that are theater exclusives, and most people's first time seeing it is going to be grainy footage that someone took on their cell phone? What do you think of that, like that rollout
It's
in
a
general?
stupid like marketing campaign. I just don't understand. If they know it's out there already, you might as well just release it.
Yeah.
Like I don't understand. And also like because they released the first one, they released the Chris Evans one, and honestly, it did absolutely nothing for me. Like I don't feel any excitement for it. It's just like we've been down this path. Why are we doing this again? The Thor one had a little more emotion. I'll give it that. That I was a little more like. I'll give the Russos credit. They know how to write Thor, but it's just like I'm done with these characters, dude. Like I want to see the new Avengers. I want to see Doomsday. Where the fuck is the Fantastic Four? We're going into Doomsday with no backstory of how Reed and Doom like are supposed to be rivals with each other. Like it's just so stupid.
Yeah.
You know?
It's just it's weird because we know nothing about this movie.
Yeah.
We know absolutely nothing about this movie. And the first look that you give us, the first trailer, is just Chris Evans on a motorcycle holding a baby. And that's it. Like, that's not a trailer for Doomsday. That's just telling us Chris Evans is coming back.
You know what it is? You know what it actually is? That's exactly what it is.
Yep.
But and
like, look how many people got.
I know it has 43 million views on Twitter right now. It's just, you know, I mean, we did. Did you watch the Thor one?
Yeah, I did.
Thor one was a little better. It's him like praying to Odin like for protection over his daughter during battle and stuff.
Yep. I thought it was a little better. Yeah, and that's at least
better.
That's at least there's some dialogue. We're getting, we're learning that Thor is calling to his father for strength to defeat an enemy. It's like, okay, his daughter is going to be something that he wants to protect. That gives us like a little bit more of story, not much. But it's just weird that the first trailer for the movie is basically just saying, okay, Chris Evans is back. That's it. There's nothing in that trailer. That gives us nothing.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens with the other 2 trailers. But the strategy, I agree, is stupid because people are going to record it. You can't stop that. So just release it to us. I'm going to see it one way or the other. And I'm not going to go to a theater to see it. Well, I mean, like, I would go to a theater to see it, but like, I already saw Avatar.
Yeah, but like, we were going to see Avatar anyway. It's not
It's just, it's so weird.
Yeah.
I don't know. But.
And also, I'll throw this in quick because I see it. I don't think it's in here either. The Spider-Man trailer leaked as well.
Yeah.
That I'm a lot more excited for. That seems really interesting.
That trailer looked pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot of cool.
How the fuck did that trailer leak? Honestly,
I told you how it leaked.
Do you think that's actually the case or no?
Yeah, I'm telling. Because like, for those of you like, I don't know if I ever talked about this in the podcast. Randomly at the mall one day, I got pulled aside and they're like, "Oh, do you want to like watch this video for a survey?" And this is like I think in like September, October, and I was like, okay, sure. And like it was the Minions 2 trailer, which was releasing in July, but the trailer didn't come out till like January or February. And it wasn't finished, but like it's a similar white screen and they like do not record or whatever. And they just ask you questions about the trailer and like they're like, oh, like Mega Minions was like the thing in that. They were like, how do you feel about Mega Minions? You know, but and it looks very similar to that. So I feel like that's how it leaked. Somebody just probably recorded it when no one was paying attention. That looks really cool. Looks like the Hand is gonna be in it. He's fighting some ninjas. Bruce Banner's in it. The
Yeah,
Punisher's in it.
I like how they show all that stuff in the trailer. They show the
Yeah.
Punisher, they show Bruce. So
This
it's like, you know, like a lot of the stuff gets
yeah.
confirmed. And you know, like sort of how they're going to play into the story a little bit. Like Bruce is a
Yeah.
professor apparently. Punisher is he knows Spider-Man at least from that point because he's like, "Oh,
Yeah.
Frank, what are you doing here?" You know. So,
Yeah. I mean, it makes sense for them to be interacting if they're both in New York.
yeah.
You know, I also read that like the Daredevil season 2 people and Spider-Man people like talked about what's because they're both in New York, but they're gonna have to obviously follow some rules in terms of like the writing and whatnot. Um, Also we got our first like voice lines from like Sadie Sink and whatnot. There's a big rumor going around now that she's playing Jean Grey because it got revealed that she's playing a mind controlling mutant apparently, which I mean that doesn't necessarily okay, oh, there's my cat. Um it doesn't
Her
necessarily
face went like straight into the camera.
it doesn't necessarily mean that she's playing Jean Grey, but like what other mind control mutant like I don't think she's playing Emma Frost.
Yeah,
She's
it would
way
be
too young
weird
for that.
for if she is a mind controlling mutant. It would be weird not to be Jean Grey,
Yeah.
just because the look and like the relevance of the character and stuff. You know.
Yeah. I mean it's great casting, I think, but it's just I don't know, it's weird because like Jean Grey, she also has like romantic ties with Wolverine. And I'm not saying that like uh what's his name? Um Hugh Jackman is gonna be the Wolverine in the future, but like trying to think about like them having a romance that ass like looks like pedophilia. Like she's so
Yeah.
young compared to him. But I mean obviously she's gonna age and stuff, but we'll see.
Hopefully there'll be a new Wolverine by then.
That's what we're both hoping for that, but
Yeah.
I'm learning to not trust Marvel.
All right.
Um
What's next?
yeah, yeah, I'll go. Hey, why don't we just go through 'em?
Yeah, you can go through the next one.
All right. We got our first trailer to Steven Spielberg's next film called Disclosure Day, and it's apparently going to be about the disclosure that there's aliens. Essentially, looks pretty interesting. There's a lot of like biblical ties to it. Josh O'Connor's been on a roll recently, so I'm excited to see him. Emily Blunt, um, Coleman, right? Coleman Domingo's in it, I
Mm-hmm.
believe.
Yep.
So
Wyatt Russell, I think, is in it.
yes, yes. So it'll be. This is well, Spielberg did Fablemans, but that was kind of like an under the radar. Like, you know, this is like a big budget
Yeah.
Hollywood movie, so this is like exciting.
I loved Fablemans though. Side note, great
Yeah.
movie.
No
Another
disrespect. Like, you know what I
no,
mean? It's
yeah.
just like, yeah.
This doesn't interest me honestly. Even though it's a
Really?
Spielberg sci-fi, I wasn't moved by that trailer at all personally. I don't love Josh O'Connor. I don't know.
I
Maybe
like
that's
Josh
it.
O'Connor a lot, honestly.
But I just watch the trailer. I'm like, okay, I'll see it. I'm sure it'll be
Yeah.
good. But I'm not like this doesn't knowing what the title is and seeing a trailer. Because before we knew nothing, we thought it was called The Dish. We just knew it was like a.
Okay. No, sorry.
No, it's okay. I just heard it purring.
Yeah.
We knew it was called The Dish. We knew it was like an alien thing, or UFO movie, whatever.
Yeah.
Seeing now it's called Disclosure Day. Seeing a little bit of the plot. Am I more interested in it? Do I move it higher up on my list? No.
Really?
It just. I don't know.
Not
It
even the
just
stuff with
doesn't.
the animals.
I'm sure, like I said, I'm sure it'll be good, but
Yeah.
just the trailer just didn't do anything for me personally.
Fair.
So
All right. I'll go to the next one. So we got our first trailer to Alejandro G. I'm gonna butcher it. I'm sorry. At Inarritu,
it's close
right?
enough. Yeah.
For the new film Digger, starring Tom Cruise, and it follows the comedy follows the most powerful man in the world who tries to prove he is humanity's savior before his own disaster destroys everything. I mean, I love his movies, and it's cool to see him working with an actor like Tom Cruise. And this is definitely a departure from what Tom Cruise normally does. He's normally in these action stuff. I mean, he obviously has great movies from the past, like Eyes Wide Shut, Vanilla Sky, things like that.
Yeah.
And it's cool to see him get back. I think he's also, it looks like his character's balding, which is really interesting.
Yeah.
But I'm excited. I think it's gonna be, I like obviously two powerhouses in it, and the cast is like insane. I want to pull it up quick.
Yeah, it's a very good cast. This was more of kind of like a title reveal because
Yeah, than
we thought it was
anything.
going to be called Judy originally. Um, but yeah, this doesn't really tell me anything else.
Yeah.
But
So
Digger and like the shovels in the logo, and he's carrying the shovel around.
he has the
How
cowboy
is that gonna
boots.
like come into the plot? What is what is that gonna mean
Who
for the
knows?
plot? It is a little interesting though.
Yeah. So it's
But
Tom Cruise, Sandra Huller, John Goodman, Jesse Plemons, Sophia Wilde, Riz Ahmed, Emma Darcy, who's from Game of Thrones, Michael Stuhlberg. That's the dude that's in all of what's his name's movies.
Luca,
Yeah. So very
very
excited
good
about
cast,
this.
very good
Yeah.
cast. I'm
Yeah.
excited as well. I
Yeah.
also drafted this in my. We had a fantasy movie draft. Check that out on our channel if you guys are
Yeah.
interested. I feel like this might be a sleeper box office just because of
It
Tom
seems
Cruise.
like they're like pushing it like it's a big,
Yeah,
it's like film for IMAX. There's like and they released a trailer like almost a year out in advance. It's like
yeah, yep,
this is pretty early to release it. So very exciting.
yeah.
Um
I'll read
then
this
we
next one.
got, oh, you want
Yeah.
to read it? Yeah, this is perfect for you actually.
Yeah, so I know we talked about this on a previous episode about how they're making a Paddington movie. So a lot of times they just announce like,
Not
oh,
Paddington.
whoopsie, that
He
spoils what
directed
I was gonna say.
Paddington.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, let me restart my sentence. So we talked about a while ago on a different episode about how Sony was gonna make a Labubu movie. So we were like, okay, we'll see if this actually happens. Because a lot of times they're like, oh, we're making this movie. We're going to make this movie. And it's like, whatever. We never hear anything about it. Now we have learned that Paul King, who directed Paddington as well as Wonka, is going
Yeah.
to be directing the Labubu movie. So they got a heavy hitter for this
Yeah,
movie.
they did.
What is this movie going to be?
Apparently Labubu is like based off a book. So I'm assuming they're gonna follow the plot of the book, like a children's book. I believe it's from China. I could be wrong, but I feel like he has a couple things like lined up for him as well. Like, isn't he doing that Prince Charming movie with Chris Evans?
I think so. Paul King is great.
Yeah,
And I
he's
feel
really
like
good.
if someone's going to direct a Labubu movie, he's not a bad choice. But
Yeah,
why am I low key like interested now?
yeah, we'll see. It doesn't really say anything about it. I'm gonna look it up. Curious, like Labubu book. Or look the Labubu origin, maybe. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm not Chinese. Hong Kong. Um, character created by Kasing Long, a Hong Kong-born artist raised in the Netherlands. Draws inspiration from Nordic folklore, including mythical beings like elves and forest spirits. The character is not in 2015 as part of it. Also, maybe it's not from a book.
Just please be animated.
There's
Don't
no
be
way
live.
this is not animated. Well, maybe they'll do like a Paddington where like Labubu is
That's
like.
what I'm thinking. I don't want them to do that. But
I mean,
we'll
that's
see.
not the worst. He's like, but think about Paddington, the way Paddington looks, and just like I can see them doing that with. You just
Just
had
have
to
to
do the
show that
little,
off.
yeah. But yeah, I don't know. But I feel like they're gonna get on this trend too late. This is gonna come out in 2 years, and people are just not gonna give a fuck.
Yeah.
But
Well, that's probably why
maybe
they're rushing
overseas
it.
it'll do well. Who knows?
Yeah, who knows? But all right, you want to read this next one?
Yeah. So it got announced that the Legend of Aang, the Last Airbender movie, is no longer releasing in theaters for some reason. I do not understand Paramount. They're fucking morons. And they also like announced that Taika Waititi and Koi Ho Kwan,
Ki
right?
Hoi Kwan, something like
Ki
that.
Hoi Kwan is joining the cast as well. I know Dave Bautista is playing the villain, and then most of the original cast is coming back. I just don't like, this is a beloved franchise. Like, so many people watch this, and so many people I feel like would go to see this movie too.
Yeah,
I just
it's weird.
I don't understand.
Yeah, Joe, just center yourself a little here. If you can.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. Yeah.
Like I don't know. Like I really don't understand. Like, and I remember them announcing like Paramount was like, "Oh, if we buy Warner Brothers, we're gonna commit to 30 theatrical releases a year." Like this is an in-house IP that has a fan base already. Why would you not just release it in theaters?
The only thing I could think of is to draw subscribers to Paramount Plus, but
It's
like, who's gonna get Paramount Plus for this movie? I don't know. I
I'm
doubt.
probably just gonna pirate it. I'm not gonna fucking fuck Paramount.
Yeah.
I don't understand. Like I really
Well, at
don't.
least this makes me a little happier now that Netflix got Warner Brothers.
Yeah, it
Because
does.
who
I
knows how
just
Paramount? Maybe now that Paramount lost, they're like, fuck it, we could drop our facade that we care about theaters.
yeah.
You know?
I'm really excited about this because I love Avatar and I love the world of Avatar. I just it sucks that they're doing. I know they're supposed to do another series as well after this, but this is for those of you that don't know Avatar lore. There's the original series, and then there's the series Legend of Korra, which is like the next Avatar. So this is in between those two series. It's gonna be like Aang is an adult.
So he's like older in Legend of
Yeah,
Korra, right?
I think they've released an image of what that he's gonna look like. He's just like a bit older.
Yeah.
They'll probably have some of his kids. One of his kids is voiced by J.K. Simmons in the animated show.
That's
It's
weird.
kind of cool. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
cool.
no, as an adult, his kid's like an
Oh,
adult.
oh, yeah. I thought it was like a Sigourney Weaver Kiri situation.
No. But yeah.
All right. Next up, got our cast for Braniac. And Braniac in Men of Tomorrow is going to be played by Lars Eidinger, who is a relatively unknown actor. I didn't really know him. Apparently, he was in Jay Kelly for a scene.
Yeah,
He's in this.
for, like,
he like steals the bag.
steals a woman's bag. Oh, you saw it?
Yeah, I saw Jay Kelly.
Oh, what'd you think? We didn't even.
I didn't like it.
Oh, I loved it. I thought it was awesome.
I did not like it at all.
Oh, anyway, we'll talk about that after the podcast. But
Yeah.
yeah, he like steals the woman's bike, and then like he has mental problems.
Yeah, such a weird movie. But
apparently
anyways,
he's good in some Netflix movie with a series with what the hell is his name? Adam Driver.
I haven't heard of it. I think he looks the part. I'll say that.
Yeah. And he's 6'3" too, which is like he definitely he'll be able to stand like toe to toe with Corn Sweat. I'm assuming they're gonna beef him up. I don't know what his look is gonna be. Like, because Brainiac's looks like really vary depending on the comics or what you pull from. I think the Injustice 2 look is really good, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's a cool one. I remember him in Injustice too.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's also like the popular version from the Superman cartoon that he's kind of blue though. He's not green. You know what I'm talking about? That one's popular. I don't think they'll do that. I feel like they'll probably
I don't
make
think
him
they'll do that either.
green. But yeah, it's cool that they're going with an unknown here because there was a couple names floated around. It was all like bigger name people, and they decided to go with an unknown, which means either A, they wanted to save money on the casting, or B, they were that blown away by his audition that he was that much better than well-known big name
people,
actors,
yeah.
Or a combination of both. I don't know.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
apparently Gunn was
Yeah.
like blown away by his performance.
They're very good at casting Gunn and crew, I will say. Even from Guardians all the way through the DC universe. Like, I think even Superman, like Nicholas Hoult is amazing as Lex Luthor. Cornset's great. Rachel Brosnahan is great. So I don't doubt James Gunn. I think this will be exciting. But yeah, we'll see.
So I think one more thing, if you want to read it.
One more thing. We got our first trailer to the Odyssey, which was released, and also in front of Avatar, there was a little bit of a kind of prologue to them like sneaking in the Trojan horse and letting their army in. That was awesome. That like 6-minute scene that they revealed.
I didn't watch it.
Oh, you didn't see it?
I didn't get a chance to see it. No, because when I went to see Avatar, it was like an early screening thing. There was no trailers before it.
Basically, it's like the opposite army like pulls up the Trojan horse and like lets them in, and then the scene is like them at night sneaking out and like opening the wall so the rest of the army can get in. And it's like the scene's done very well. It looks really exciting. Like I'm actually like really hyped for this.
Yeah,
big implications for Tom Holland in this. I always forget that he's in this movie, and it kind of worries me that they're kind of not showing him a lot in the marketing at all.
I
Maybe
mean,
he's
but
not as good.
he's not the main guy. He
No,
plays
I know, but he plays his son.
Telemachus or whatever. I'm
Yeah.
actually reading the Odyssey right now, like halfway through. But
I gotta read
I
your version because my one is like, I might as well be reading hieroglyphics, honestly.
yeah, mine is good. It's like the Emily something translation, but it's cool because you can read through a chapter and then it's whatever. It's in like this old English, whatever. So you go, after you read a chapter, you can go to the back of the book and there's like chapter summaries where it tells
Yeah.
you basically what happened. So I could read the actual thing first and then like read that after to just make sure I know exactly what went on.
Yeah.
Um, but what was I going to say? Oh, yeah. So what do you think about people complaining about the historical inaccuracies of this?
Touch grass, dude. Like, people are fucking losers. Who gives a fuck? It looks cool. And it's a book based off Greek mythology. It's not supposed to be realistic. Like, all people are like, oh, it looks like Batman. Like, who gives a fuck? It looks awesome. Has like the horse bones on the back of his helmet and shit. Like, it's just, I don't know. I really like it. I think that people just like to complain. Like, they'll look for literally anything to complain about.
Yeah, I agree with you. And there was this one thing going around Twitter where it was like, this helmet looks really dope when you don't have a virgin in your ear telling you it looks horrible. 'Cause
Exactly.
it looks awesome.
It does.
It
It looks
actually looks
sick.
awesome. Who cares? Like, there's a fucking Cyclops.
Cyclops in the book. Yeah.
Like, who
There's
cares
Greek
if it's
gods
not?
in it. Like, it's not supposed to be realistic.
Yeah, I don't know.
You know.
I
And have you
just
seen what the historically accurate things look like?
yeah, they look weird as fuck.
Weird as fuck. Yeah. Like, I don't. It's not supposed to be an historical biopic. It's supposed to be about the book, The Odyssey.
Yeah,
You know, The
yeah,
Odyssey didn't happen. It's not real life events.
yeah.
You know. But sorry, Nami's just wreaking havoc in my kitchen right now.
No, you're
Like,
fine.
licking all the pots, and I just washed some to
Why
rewash everything.
are they wet?
Yeah, they're wet because I just washed them, but you know they're gonna go back in the sink now. But
Um,
but yeah,
alright, you want to move on to the last movie now? Unless
yeah,
you
we
want,
will.
is there anything else about the trailer you wanted to say?
Nah, I mean I'm excited. You know, I'm trying to think. Are there any other big trailers that we haven't got yet this year for 2026?
Well, Spider-Man, it's one of them.
Yeah, but I mean that came out.
What'd she knock over?
Just like a fork. She said I might want cleaned it. Nah, I mean whatever. Just she's fine as long as she doesn't. I have like a cookie in like a container that's plastic that will never. She's
Yeah, if you gotta get up, you can.
She's all right now. She's hungry, so she's just trying to get my attention.
Yeah, we have one movie
Yeah.
left, so.
Yeah. So, yeah. I mean, I don't know. Exciting. I think 2026 will be a better year for movies, in my opinion.
Yeah, and Odyssey also. Shout out to the movie fantasy league draft on our channel. Check it out.
Do you have the Odyssey?
That was my second pick. So Odyssey in the second round is crazy.
Those of you that I talk so much shit about Avengers, but I did pick it with my first round pick. Like, listen, do I think it's gonna be good? No. Do I think everybody and their mother is gonna go to the theaters to see it? Yeah, most likely. It's probably gonna be the highest grossing film of the year.
Yeah, most likely.
Yeah,
but you're still getting taken down by me.
Well, I have my secret weapon, Minions 3. Each movie made like $1 billion, dude.
Yeah, well, we'll see when that Rotten Tomato score comes out.
Yeah.
We'll see.
We shall see.
All right, let's get to our last movie. So last episode, I recommended It's a Wonderful Life because, as you could see, if you're watching this around Christmas time when it comes out, we are in our Christmas hats. It is around Christmas time right now. So I wanted to recommend a Christmas movie that I had never seen before, which this was one of the classics that I've always heard about and heard great things, but I just never got to it. So I'll read the synopsis. It's from 1946. A holiday favorite for generations, George Bailey has spent his entire life giving to the people of Bedford Falls. All that prevents rich skinflint Mr. Potter from taking over the entire town is George's modest building and loan company. But on Christmas Eve, the business's $8,000 is lost, and George's troubles begin. So, first thing I'll say is, I watched this on Prime Video. I watched the black and white version, which was originally how it was released. It was like a black and white and a color, and it was gorgeous. It was really, really beautiful looking in the black and white. It's a pretty long movie, and although I did enjoy it a lot, I think that this shouldn't be called a holiday classic because up until about 30 minutes left, there's really like nothing Christmassy or holiday about it, in my opinion. It
Yeah,
really
that's
only
fair.
becomes a holiday movie in that last 30 minutes.
30 minutes.
And that brings me to like my main problem with the movie is the whole shtick and like the whole thing that happens in this movie about basically a man realizing what life would be like if he was never born. None of that happens until there's about 30 minutes left of like a 2.5 hour movie. So you spend about 2 hours establishing everything. I feel like it could have been cut down a little bit.
Could have been like 90 minutes, 120 minutes.
Yeah, it could have been condensed a
Yeah.
little, in my
Yeah.
opinion. But overall, I did really enjoy it.
Yeah. I agree. I definitely, it's obviously a classic trope, but they're kind of the first people to really do it. Um, and just, I agree. It is a little weird that it isn't, what's the angel's name?
Is it
Uh,
Gabriel?
no, it's
No,
not
they
Gabriel.
like make a joke about that.
Is it
He has like a
Clarence?
weird. It's a weird name. Let me look it up. Yeah, Clarence. Clarence.
Clarence. I like that it's told from the angel's point of view, and I kind of wish we had more time of them interacting with each other. You know,
Yeah.
I definitely, it's a product of its time, obviously, and for a movie from 1946, right? It's beautiful. I really love the opening sequence where they had the pages, like literally handwritten pages for each of the actors and cast. Like I don't know, just obviously a lot of people did stuff like that back then, but I just thought it was really cool. They also have like, well, back then, like having an Italian in your film was like considered diverse, and they have like the one Italian guy that like owns a bar, and like I don't know, I just thought it was funny.
Yeah.
Um, but it was like a really enjoyable movie. The lessons are great and whatnot. The last 30 minutes and obviously the last 10 minutes are like fantastic, where he
Hmm.
goes and sees his family and like, what's the line? It's like, cheers to my brother George. Who? Oh no, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. It's like those that have friends are never. I'm butchering it. What the angel leaves him. Hold on, this is bothering me now. Also, I didn't know the line. Do you want the moon? I'll throw a lasso around it and grab it is from this too. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Um, he
Yeah.
also
What you were saying
ba-
about how it's a product of its time, like his character, George Bailey, is very kind of cringe in his dialogue. Just the way he
crin-
acts, it's like super cringy.
I
But
feel like
it's
that's just how people were back then.
yeah, that's the thing. That's
Yeah,
how people were back then. But he's
he
like,
hits he's
yeah, I don't know. Go
he's
ahead.
hitting those crazy dance moves with it. Like he does the thing where his knees are like going. You know what I'm talking
Yeah, yeah.
about?
And like the middle opens and of the dance, there's a pool under
Yeah,
the court, and everyone just jumps into it.
yeah.
No man is a failure who has friends.
That's it. Yeah. Um, yeah. That was a famous line. But I did enjoy it. I watched it with my girlfriend. She's seen it a bunch of times and she loved it. And okay, you gotta chill, mommy.
Yeah, her purring is going loud and clear on the.
Yeah, she's hungry.
That's all right. We're almost done. Yeah.
Yeah, we're done. I'm sorry, guys, for those of you that are dealing with Nami. But I did. There's a lot that I really liked about it. I will say, Matt said it best. Like, it isn't really a Christmas movie until the last 30 minutes. It's mostly just about his life. I just think that funny. The banker is just like cartoonishly evil. Like he's just like doesn't want people to live in homes and shit. Like where the Italian couple move, dead ass becomes like a graveyard in the
Yeah.
life when he's not there. Like it's funny. And I was also reading this online. I told you about this when this came out. It was investigated for communist propaganda because it portrayed a banker as an evil person, which I think is kind of funny.
Yeah. That is
Um,
crazy. It was such a different time when this came out.
yeah,
You know.
yeah,
But yeah, one thing that was also another complaint is like at the end when he's basically like realizing that this is his life where he was never born. Like, how many different people does he have to talk to before he believes the angel? Like, I feel like he would realize a lot quicker than he did. He talks to like 20 different people before he's finally like, oh, wait, yeah, this is my life if I was never born.
yeah.
Like, your entire town is completely different.
Yeah,
No
isn't it?
one knows you.
It's
It's
called
Pottersville.
Pottersville. Yeah, from the banker.
Like, how
Yeah,
many things are you going to have to see before you believe this guy? Like, it realistically shouldn't have taken more than like 2 or 3.
yeah.
But that's a nitpick. But yeah.
Should just start saying hot dog all the time now.
Yeah, you should.
He's got some other like weird lines. Like, obviously, you know, product of the time, but I just think it's funny.
Yeah, this actor is very famous though. Jimmy Stewart.
He's
He was in
in, what else is he
Vertigo,
in?
Rear Window, two Hitchcocks, and also there's a trailer for a Jimmy Stewart biopic that just came out.
Oh, with the guy AJ.
KJ Appa,
Yeah.
he's playing him, so
I
it's
mean,
kind
the
of
movie
weird.
looks horrible, but now that I've watched this, it kind of like,
The voice does sound like not bad,
he's like,
low-key.
why can't I serve my country like everybody else?
Yeah, yeah.
You know.
That's pretty good.
Man, no, I should
Yeah, the movie
audition.
looks horrible.
Yeah,
Honestly.
yeah. That looks like an SNL skit.
Yeah.
It's like, we can't let you get out there, George Bailey. But um, yeah, it looks good. Is that actually true that he in the he
He
served in
wanted
World War?
to. I'm sure it was true. It had to be. There's no like
Yeah.
I don't know for sure, but there's no way.
Let me see.
But yeah, wait. Once we give the ratings, remind me. I do want to go through like what we've been watching recently too.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, I mean, there's not really much. It's pretty like cut and dry. The plot, it's like, he's got some hardships in life. He contemplates suicide, and the angel comes down and kind of like shows him like your life is worth living, and he rediscovers life is great even when you
Yeah.
struggle and whatnot. So it's a very classic trope, but again, this is the first one to really do it.
Yeah, and it kind of shows that, being a good person and doing the right thing will pay off eventually, because even at the end when he loses the 8,000 and he's pretty much fucked, just because of how good of a person and how giving he was, all of these people are willing to help him and give him
Yeah.
the money, and so I like that messaging of it. It definitely has like a really good message, and it is very heartwarming at the end. I
Yeah.
do love the last like 10 minutes, like you mentioned.
Yeah.
But
It does get dark.
yeah, I mean, bro, he's about to kill himself.
So yeah, I didn't
I was
realize
also confused about that because like
what.
he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna jump off this bridge," but then like the guy jumps off and then he jumps off to save him. Like he wouldn't have died from jumping off the bridge.
I thought he probably would have just died of hypothermia.
Yeah, or like drowned, I guess.
Yeah,
But yeah, yeah, we can rate it if you want. I don't know.
Yeah. I ended up giving it 4 stars. I just think that it's like such a classic, and like it is. Yeah, it's cheesy. It's a product of its time, but the message behind it is like very meaningful, and I love the ending. It's just like so heartwarming, like and especially like this. And also, I didn't realize this too. Like it opens with the scene of the bell, an angel getting their wings, and then it's
Yeah.
the bell in the tree, and then they close with the bell as well, which I thought was really cool. And just like love and family and all that good stuff. Like I loved it.
Yeah, It's a Wonderful Life. I also gave a 4 stars, 8 out of 10. It's a very wholesome watch. The last like 30 or so minutes, once you get into the premise of the movie, very, very good. Very heartwarming, has a great message. The only bad thing about the movie is it takes a while to get to that premise, It sets up for a little bit longer than it needs to, in my opinion. And also, it's not a Christmas movie like all the time. It only is at the end, really. The whole beginning is just about his life, which doesn't really have to do with Christmas or the holidays. But yeah, I really did enjoy it. I'm glad I got around to it. And it's probably one of the older movies we've talked about on the podcast. 1946.
We talked about Nosferatu.
Yeah, I mean that's like a 1920 silent,
Yeah.
but this is one of the older ones. So
Yeah.
Great movie.
Yeah.
All right, so I guess before we wrap up, let's
wait. I don't think we
about,
did our favorite scene.
Well, I would just say like the last 10 or
last
so
10
minutes.
minutes,
I mean, let me think of. I like just him realizing like when they go into the bar and no one knows him and stuff, and him going through the town and seeing like the people's lives now that he's gone. That sequence was kind of cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, like the last 10 minutes when he goes back to his family, everyone comes in and is giving him money and stuff, and I don't know. But
no, yeah, I agree.
Why did you want to say a favorite scene?
No, it's the last 10 minutes, but we didn't say it. That's what I was.
Yeah, and then favorite character we didn't say, but I guess I like George Bailey.
George Bailey.
His uncle was kind of funny too, the one that loses the 8K.
Oh yeah,
Uncle Billy.
One of us is going to jail, and it's not me.
Yeah. And yeah, also the wife. What's her name? Mary Hatch. She was good.
Hatch, yeah. I like when the scene's kind of funny where he's like Mary, like runs up to her and she's like absolutely terrified of him.
Yeah.
And starts like screaming and shit.
Yeah, like at that point, you don't realize what's going on. Like the
Yeah.
angel's not lying. But all right,
Yeah.
yeah. Let's we could talk a little bit about what we've been watching recently. Let me see since
Um,
the last episode. I'm gonna pull up my diary here.
yeah, so I mean, we what else did we see this week? I mean, we saw Knives Out. Matt wasn't the biggest fan. I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah, I didn't
What
love
were you?
Knives Out. It was I don't know. I just feel like Knives Out has fallen off since the first one. It's got progressively worse. Although I think this new one is slightly better than Glass Onion, but
I agree, but the
again, it's
first one is
just
just very, yeah.
the one thing I was thinking while watching this. I don't know if anyone else thought this, but Josh O'Connor, the way he acted and like the way he spoke, how he sounded, he would be a perfect live action Alfredo Linguini. He's literally him.
I mean, yeah, he
He
is.
is actually him. He
Yeah,
sounds and moves just like him, and he looks like him.
yeah.
I don't,
I can't disagree. I can't disagree. He's
I
just,
don't know if anyone felt that while watching. I don't know what about this
I think
role
it's
in
his hair.
particular. Maybe it's his hair. I don't know. But I was like, this is
He's got the like the long nose too.
I was like, this is Linguini. They might do live action Ratatouille one day, but
Maybe.
we'll see.
Um,
But yeah, I
that
watched Train Dreams. That was fantastic. Probably one of the most underrated movies to come out this year. Honestly, maybe one of the most beautiful looking movies I've ever seen. Not only this year. And Joel
yeah.
Edgerton, great performance. He should get nominated. Jay Kelly, we disagreed on.
I really liked it.
I did not like Jay Kelly,
You didn't
man.
like why?
No,
What didn't
I
you like about
just. Well, first of all, I went in with high expectations for the performances. What is up with this Adam Sandler Oscar buzz? He's
it? I thought he was
completely
fine.
fine. He's completely
Yeah,
fine.
I didn't hear
How
people
is he
saying
getting
Oscar
best?
buzz though.
He has like best supporting actor Oscar buzz. Are we serious right now?
Yeah, he was good. I thought he was fine. He just,
The movie just, I don't know. It felt like so superficial. Like they're trying to make us feel bad for this like super like huge famous movie actor, and like it's just made for people in Hollywood, and that's probably why
yeah,
it has like it. I don't know.
it's fair.
Um,
I
and then
like
yeah,
Clooney in
you
it
have like
though.
this weird Adam Sandler Laura Dern relationship. They have no
That was
chemistry
weird.
with each
That
other.
was very strange. Yeah,
It makes no sense for the story. Like, why is he kissing her? He's like cheating on his wife. Like,
it's supposed to be like that. They were in love and dating, and he was gonna propose to her, and she like backed out of the marriage.
it's just like I don't know. It was like a
Yeah,
puzzling movie. It I just did not like it at all. I don't know. What else did I watch? Eternity, I thought was fine. Gave
I
that
have
3
still see
stars.
that.
What else did I watch? I rewatched Way of Water, but we talked about that. I saw No
Yeah,
Other Choice as well.
I'm
I like
still.
No Other Choice. It was
Yeah, I
good.
want to see it so bad.
It's funny. It's like dark humor. Had a good
Yeah,
central performance. Pretty interesting, like fun plot.
yeah.
And a lot to do with like the job market nowadays, I guess.
Which I
Because
could definitely relate to.
the whole thing is like he's competing against other people for a job, so he like tries to kill them, basically. That's like the premise of the movie.
Yeah.
But I watched If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You, which is the one
Oh, how
Rose.
was that?
I really enjoyed it. It was good. It was very like it's very dark. It's very kind of like there's like a lingering feeling of anxiety through the whole movie. And
Yeah.
it's like weirdly funny at points. There's a lot of like strange things that happen that are humorous. Um,
Isn't
but
ASAP
yeah,
Rocky in it too?
ASAP Rocky's in it. He plays like a pretty central character. Conan O'Brien's in it. He's pretty good. And then Rose Byrne, who's I always mispronounce her name. I think it's Rose Byrne. That's how you say it. But she was really, really good in the lead. So I understand she's getting Oscar buzz as well. That I understand.
Yeah.
What else did I watch? I watched Hedda. That was the one that Tessa Thompson's the lead. She got nominated for a Golden Globe. It was
Oh, Nia
okay.
DaCosta directed,
Yeah, Nia
right?
DaCosta directed it. It's just like a night where she has dinner in her mansion and she has like a husband, but she's cheating on him with a guy, and then she's also like a lesbian, and like they're all just like having sex with each other. It's really weird. It's like
Yeah.
I just wasn't expecting it to be like that, but it was okay. I mean, Tessa Thompson was great, so watching her as the lead was kind of kept it interesting.
Nice.
But yeah, then I watched Muppet Christmas Carol, and That's where I'm at
Go
now.
ahead. Yeah. So I haven't been watching as many movies as Matt because I've mostly been caught up. I have like 2 episodes left in The Sopranos, which I've actually really enjoyed. I mean, I think the 2 last seasons are a little weaker, but it's been really, really good. And I mean, we're going to see The Testament of Anne Lee on Sunday, right?
Hmm.
So
Yep.
that should be nice. We're seeing it in 70 millimeter and the AMC in the city, so that's exciting. And we got what else is coming out soon? We got
It's gonna be this like the Testament of Anne Lee is kind of the last
yeah,
December, like to like the last 2025 release. So
Sam
we're
Raimi's
gonna
new movie comes out January. That I'm excited
yeah,
about.
that's the end of January. Beginning of January, we're getting like Primate, We
Looks
Bury the
ass.
Dead, which we were supposed to get a
What's
screener
the
for,
screener
but it
for?
just didn't work out.
Yeah,
Um, but I'll probably still see it, maybe, if it comes to streaming.
yeah.
Um, and yeah, I don't know what else is in January. Oh wait, 28 years
Oh
later.
yeah. Apparently
So
it's getting really good reviews too.
yeah, so
Need
that should
Nia
be good.
DaCosta as well.
Yep. So,
Um, yeah.
but yeah. Also, wait, we have 2 questions from the Instagram.
Yo,
We don't usually get questions too much, so let's answer these really quick, and then we can wrap up the episode. Oh, we got a couple questions. Okay. First question's from at Anton_KinoLove. Your favorite Muppets movie? Question mark.
either the first one, like the Muppets movie, or Muppets Take Manhattan.
Really? Yeah. I for me, the original Muppets movie and Muppets Christmas Carol are both 4.5 stars. They're right neck and neck with each other. So I don't know, honestly. It's between those two.
Yeah,
But I'm missing a lot. I haven't seen a lot of the Muppets movies. I've seen like the new ones. The one with Jason Segel, and then the other one with Ricky Gervais. But yeah, I would say probably the original Muppets movie. But good question.
yeah.
And then this one's from at the Stale Popcorn Pod. What's the best version of A Christmas Carol? Goes hand in hand with the
Muppets.
last question.
Yeah,
The Muppets Christmas Carol.
it's
I
not
mean,
even
what else is
close.
up there? There's
There's the Jim
the
Carrey
the
one,
Jim
the
Carrey
animated
animated one, which I remember watching as a kid. It kind of scared me,
Yeah,
but
it's like weird animation.
it's interesting, you know,
Yeah,
and it's scary. But I feel like for me, it's probably Muppets Christmas Carol.
yeah,
That being said, I haven't seen a lot of Christmas carols. There are 2 more releasing. One's coming out in 2026, directed by Ty West, starring Johnny Depp. Then there's another one by Robert Eggers, which if I had to guess would come out 2027. That's going to star Willem Dafoe.
yeah,
So we're getting 2. The Willem Dafoe one I feel like has potential to be very good.
yeah.
But yeah, thank you for the question. Oh God. And this is from at Illumination Cinema.
Oh, you have 3. I thought you had 2.
Yeah, wait, this one was new. I didn't see it before. If you were to write a screenplay and direct a movie, what would the genre be?
Probably horror.
If I had unlimited resources and assets, I would say sci-fi. I feel like that interests me a lot in terms of like what you can do and world building and characters like enemies, heroes, things like that. I feel like maybe sci-fi or fantasy would be interesting.
Say sci-fi
So
or horror.
yeah, but good question. Thank you for the
Yeah,
question. Um, and yeah, I guess we could wrap it up. Joe, you're gonna have to recommend a movie.
I have a movie. So I'm sorry, I'm eating a carrot.
Yeah, finish your
Well,
carrot first.
I'm trying to get veggies in after the monstrosities I ate over the last 2 days. But so for those, I just spoke about it. I've been watching The Sopranos, and I believe a couple years ago they released a movie called The Many Saints of Newark, which is about a young Tony Soprano. So I was told that you can watch this before watching the show, but it's better if you watch it after you watch the show because like you'll understand more things. So I'm going to be recommending The Many Saints of Newark, directed by Alan Taylor, and it actually has Michael Gandolfini, which is James Gandolfini's son.
All right,
Looks
that's
super
interesting
cool.
because that'll be a cool discussion because you've seen The Sopranos, I haven't, so we'll have like 2 separate viewpoints, I guess, from coming from that angle.
Yeah.
I feel like when that came out, people who liked The Sopranos liked it more than just the average person. So we'll see.
It's 2.8 on Letterboxd, which is like,
Yeah, not the best.
yeah,
But all right, well, thanks everyone for watching or listening.
yeah,
Drop us a follow on our Instagram, our TikTok. We almost have 5,000 followers on Instagram, which is just
insane.
craziness.
Yeah,
But yeah, we really appreciate the love. We've been getting lots of views, and it means a lot that, we put out this content and there's people actually watching it. So really appreciate all of you guys for watching. And yeah, definitely subscribe to our YouTube. We're inching up on 150 followers. So
yeah,
once we get there, we'll feel really good about ourselves. But
yes.
yeah, thanks everyone for watching and listening, and we'll see you in the next one.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
All right.